Well, last weekend I ended up bringing home some more tractors. I ended up getting 3 of them plus a whole bunch of attachments. So I'm going to show you guys what I got. And to start off with, I got this one here. This is a 1953 Model L. The serial number is 82419. And it's in pretty fair shape. It's really dirty. It's got the usual grease and oil and stuff built up with the dust. Has to be all washed off at some point. And someone also redid the oil lines on this one and put an automotive style spin-on oil filter on it. So it's got the 5-horse jug. It's got the Bendix Scintilla magneto. Someone made a rear hitch for it, which is kind of neat. Makes it easier to block it up. I also just noticed that they kind of gooped together the fuel bowl too. But it does spin over. The exhaust valve is kind of sticky, so it has a tough spot in it. So that's going to have to get the head pulled off and have everything cleaned up. So hopefully we'll have a video of this running come springtime. And I've known about this tractor for a while now, and I finally ended up picking it up. This one is a 1961 United States Postal Service tractor. And it's a Model LI. I don't think it's going to focus on it, but serial number is M70107. It's got the U.S. Postal Office tag. It was July of 1961 stamped in on it. Gas tank's good and clean. It still has most of the decals left on it, with the high-low, forward and reverse, and all the other stuff. Carburetor was in good shape. It cleaned up nice. I have the air cleaner hose for it in the garage. I didn't want to leave it outside because it was in pretty good shape. I have had this running. It runs good, but it almost feels like something's lugging it down. So I got to take the engine off, because you can see that it's got some end play in it. I don't know how much you can see, but it's got a fair amount. And it also has kind of a little bit of a crimped oil line, so I don't know if it's lacking oil or something spun in there. It also spins over a little stiff too. But it's in still pretty good shape. The paint's not bad on it at all. The Bravely sticker wore off of it, but it still has the postal department on there. Or at least most of it left. And it also came with a 48-inch blade. And I have the mount for it down in the garage, along with the carburetor side shroud for the head, or the jug. I don't know if you saw it, it was missing. And that still has a good sticker left on it. Someone also welded on a really heavy edge to it. So that was kind of neat. And this reel mower that is on it, that came with the 1953. Along with that 53, I got these 2 sickle bars. I got one old style one with the 3-bolt clutch. I got a newer one missing the actuator lever, and it's got an ear broke off up at the top. I also got 2 more plow blades, which I really don't need any more of them because I got a ton of them. But I took them. This one also has that funny green paint on it from the forestry or service or the park service, which I thought was pretty cool. And for the best of the bunch, this one. This one's a 1941 Model L. Serial number is 4780, brass tag. Got a good tank on it and everything. Also has the aluminum head, small oil bath air cleaner. It's got the Edison magneto. What's that? I think it's the Edison. Yep, Edison split door magneto. Which I've got parts for that if I need them. And for sitting outside for a while, it actually doesn't look too bad. I don't know how much you guys will be able to see on the front, but it's really not rusty. I actually get oil leaking out, but it's pretty clean. It's gonna need a hood. There's one wooden handle grip left on it. Someone made these clips for the grips at one point. It also has the old style split rims with the little bolts that hold it together. Unfortunately, it does not have the hubcaps though left on it. Has the metal intake tube. Has the elbow without the door in the back. And it does spin over, and luckily enough the exhaust valve is not stuck. But unfortunately the manifold broke off, but I have another old style manifold. So that was pretty good. And I also have the hood down the garage, which I could show you guys for this, which was in surprisingly good shape. Here's the hood from the tractor, and as you can see, it's in very good shape. It still has the old style decal on it, and surprisingly, aside from just the middle part, it's not too bad. It's not really crusty or anything. It's still stuck on there pretty good. And at one point, it also had the dealer decal on it, which would have been kind of nice if it was still there, so I'd be able to tell where it came from. But apart from that, it's in very good shape, so I really don't want to put it back on the tractor to leave it outside. I also forgot to add that I got this neat homemade wheelbarrow someone made. This came with the 1953. Pretty cool. Welded it up, and they got a wheel on the front of it and everything. I also got this parts transmission from my guess would be a late 40s, early 50s tractor. So, but it's also got these really cool wheel adapters to them. You really can't see them that well now, but they go onto your original style hubs, and you can put your 12-inch rims with your gear reduction wheels tires on without putting the gear reduction wheel hub on. So at some point when I get to pulling those off, I can probably do a video on them. But anyways, that was just some stuff I brought home, and depending on what's going to happen for next weekend, I might be making another deal on a 1947 brass tag Model L. So we're going to have to see how that goes. So anyways, folks, that's just some more Gravely stuff that I brought home over the past week.